with the unit of education in the world, and the theme of education. We said previously in this unit that education is a system, a process of acquiring knowledge, at the same time acquiring and transmitting knowledge to learners in an institution. And this mainly form of education can be done at home as it can be done at school. Now, instruction by opposite is the way of educating children at school. Now, the difference between education, learning and studying. Now, studying, we said, we are studying means we are learning in a school under the supervision of a teacher, and we are getting a degree at the end of the studies. And for the studies, we are devoting time and effort to work. Now, today we will exploit some of the language used in this unit. Now, for many of you who are asking about the conditional form, types 1, 2, and 3, today we are going to explain these three forms and what is the difference between each of these forms. And after, we will connect them with the use of illness and the real meaning of illness within the conditional types. Now, first, type 1. If you try hard, you will succeed. Now, we said that in this form, type 1, we have got if, the conditional word, plus the subject of the sentence, and the verb is in the simple present. Now, when the verb is in the simple present, automatically the answer of this condition will be using will plus stem. The stem of the verb means this verb is not conjugated. Now, here will plus stem is not an obligation to have the will. We can have will, we can have can, we can have may, we can have ought to, have to, must, etc. Means you can say if you try hard, you can succeed. It is correct in the use of if clause. You can say if you try hard, you must succeed. So it is not always you will, but it is used in the form of the conditional type 1. Now, conditional type 1, using the verb in the present and will in the stem, is probability. Means is probability. Now, probability, you are expressing probability. What does it mean, probability? It means that if you work hard, it is probable that you succeed. It means you have a great chance. Here, probability, it means you've got 80% chance to succeed. So for this reason, type 1 is used for the meaning of probability. It means nearly sure that you get the condition, that you fulfill this condition. So you will succeed is a probability, and you have got 80% chance to get the back exam if you work or try hard in your school or in your studies. Now, second type, type 2, if you studied well, you would succeed. Now, this form, the verb is in the simple past. And automatically, if the verb is in the simple past, automatically it is correlated with would plus stem. And would plus stem in English is called conditional form. It's the conditional present. What's it mean? It means that this condition, this main clause, can happen, but with a possibility. It means you've got 50% that you succeed. Why? Because you did not study. Let's take an example. If you study from September till the end of May and the beginning of June, here it's type 1. So if you try hard from September till the end of May and the beginning of June, you will succeed. It means there is 80% or 90% chance that you get your back exam. But if you studied well, now some of you do not start learning, studying until let's say the second semester, the term. The second term means starting from January. But they did not revise, prepare well during September, October, November and December. So here they lost 4 months of studies. Now they would succeed, it means the chance from 90 or 80% will decrease to the 50%. And here they have got half chance to get a good result in the back exam. It is not as probable as this. So for this reason it is called possibility. So type 2 is possibility. Now, type 3 now, if you had revised correctly, you would have succeeded. Now this is called in English, type 3 is called in English, the impossibility. Why? Because it is using the verb in the past perfect. Had plus past participle. Had plus past participle of the verb revise, which is revised. And it is using in the second sentence would have plus the past participle. Meaning it's you would have succeeded. Here succeed because it is stem form, but here we are using the stem plus ed, which is the past participle of the verb. Here it's impossible to succeed because if you did not revise the whole year. Now you come here, this type 3 for example, it's June, you finished the year, but you revised nothing from the beginning of the year. It means the whole year you did nothing to work. So for this reason, we call this type 3, it's called impossibility. So it is using the verb in the past perfect because it is late now to do the action, and the answer to this condition, the fulfillment of this condition is becoming impossible because it is late. Now, what is the relation now between if and unless? If you remember, I told you that unless is expressing the if plus not form. It means you use if plus subject plus verb plus complement, but in the second form you are using the not form. Let's say the first example. If you try hard, you will succeed. Now if you take off and use unless, you say unless you try hard, you will not, because you are using if, unless. So if will succeed, but unless it becomes here, will not succeed. Second one, if you studied well, you would succeed. Now using unless now, unless instead of if, we use unless. Unless you studied well, comma, you would not succeed. The third form, if you had revised correctly, you would have succeeded. And if you take off if and write unless, you get unless you had revised correctly, comma, you would not have succeeded. But most of the time we use unless in type 1 to express the example or the meaning of exception, except if something is done. So if unless you work hard, you will not succeed, or except if you work hard, you will never succeed. So this is concerning the theoretical part. Now let's see practice. As now a practice of what we have seen according to the conditional form, which is conditional type 1, type 2 and type 3, and the correlation between the use of if and unless, let's make a short practice on one of the back exam activities, which is rewrite sentence B so that it means the same as A. Now, first, you keep serious, you get better results. Now, this sentence is given to you in the back exam, for example, and they propose you if, and I propose you unless, to make the difference between the two forms, if and unless. Now, you keep serious, you get better results. Now, keep serious here is the condition. and you get better results is the answer to this condition. It means you understand it is the effect. So you must now understand both forms to make a good correlation between if sentence. Now, you say if you keep, and we use the verb in the simple present. So if you keep series, comma, you, and we use the form which is will plus stem, you will get better results. Now, here using if, when if is introduced to the sentence, it changes the form of the tenses and the verbs, and we get if you keep the verb in the simple present series, what happens? You will get better results. Now, with unless now, if, unless now, unless you keep series, comma, you, remember with unless we said that always the second form is used with the negative. You will not get, and we stress not here. You will not get better results. So, with the form of unless, we are introducing the not form in the second sentence. So always in a form of unless, try to make the negative form in the second sentence to get a better meaning. Now, this is called type 1. Why type 1? Because this verb is in the simple present. Now, let's go to the second one. You left school young. You had a degree. You left school young. You had a degree. Now, what is the correlation between these now? The correlation is that there is a condition, which is if. Now, if you, now let's use the form of left, which is in the past. Now, if you left school young, if you left school young, comma, if you left school young, what happens? Will you have a degree? No. So if you left school young, you, comma, you would. Now, if you left school young, you would. Why would? Because there's left in the past. If you left school young, you would not have a degree. So, if you left school young, you wouldn't have a degree. Remember, rewrite sentence B to be the same in the meaning. So, when someone leaves the school young, it means before the secondary school or before the middle school, he will never get a degree. And when you introduce if here, you must use the correlation between this and this. If you left school young, you would have, remember after we write the stem, have a degree. Now, unless now, with unless, this form, unless you left school young, unless you left school young, you wouldn't have a degree. You're getting the same form because the two are expressing an idea that you didn't have a degree because you left school early or younger. Unless you left school here, remember, we are going to make now the opposite form. So, the opposite form is, remember we said it is the negative form of using unless now, unless you left school early, unless you left school early, remember it is always the negative form. Here it's negative, so it becomes positive. You would get a degree. So, unless you left school young, unless you did this, you would get a degree. Now this not here is the opposite of this one with F. So it is always this form of the negative. So not the not of not is a positive. So if you put you wouldn't and not with it, you would get a degree. So put in mind that always when we are expressing a condition with unless or if, we are always carrying in mind that there is a meaning and that you must respect the use of the form. So if you start with the present, you must write will plus subject plus the stem of the verb. Now, will or can or may or whatever. If you start with if and the past tense, it's always would plus the stem of the verb. Now, let's see now another revision of some of things we have seen during the previous units. Because the whole unit of education, during the whole unit, you are revising what we have seen during the previous units. Now, I did not work hard in school. I wish. So remember we said that wish is regret. It means I regret. And when you regret the opposite of what you did. Now, the verb here, I did not work, is a verb in the simple past, and it's in the negative form. So when you write it in with which clause, this negative becomes positive, and the simple past becomes the past perfect. Let's repeat. Did not work, did not is the simple past, and did not is the negative. In the which clause, it is the opposite. So here it is negative, here it is not. Now the verb is in the simple past, so automatically with which it's in the past perfect. So I wish, I follow, I. Now did not here is not here. So the verb did not work, it means worked, the form. So I had worked hard in school. So this form will go to the negative becomes positive, and the simple past becomes the past perfect of the verb. Now this is the second form. Some people regret not having been serious along the year. And if only. Now you remember with if only said, you either use the past perfect, had plus past participle, or would plus stem to express a wish in the future. Now let's say, if only now. I can't use if only plus the simple past, because this is said to be a strong regret. And a strong regret, it means it's impossible to change anything. So if only, so some pupils regret not having, they regret that they didn't have been serious. So if only they would be, remember, would be serious. Why would be serious? Look, here there's not. The negative becomes here positive. Because they wouldn't be. Say would be. And why would be? Because here they are making a wish in the future that they become serious in the future months or days or years. Now the last one now, you waste your time in games. So most of the pupils today waste their times in games. So, and here you say start with you. Now here, when someone wastes time with games, we normally give him advice. And remember, we have seen some forms of advice with using had better, should, ought to. Now let's make a list of them here and see. Look, you had better, you ought to, all are correct, and you should. Look here, you waste your time in games. So you had better, you ought to, you should, for example, be more organized as a form, or you had better not, you had better not waste your time. So this was, in a whole, a revision of some of the conditional form of the type 1, 2 and 3, and some of the revisions of wish clause and the strong recommendation. So the next lesson will be about the direct versus indirect speech. Thank you very much.